So I'm going to do something a little bit different this video. Last video was very controversial. We got a ton of comments about matrix and nitrates. This one, I'm just going to show you something that I do on this tank because I haven't had a chance to get another light. So this is a 120 centimeter tank, and I have a Chihiros WRGB Pro, the 2 Pro, and I bought it for a different tank. And when I got this tank, I just moved this light over. And I put it in the center originally, thinking that I could, it would flood off to the sides. And that would be sufficient, but it wasn't. The sides of the tank weren't doing very well at all because they weren't getting enough light. So what I have done is rigged up this little setup here. I've got the mounts that come with the Chihiros, and I just put it on a wood board, and I have this lip here on both sides of the tank, and that allows me to mount the light here. And what I do is I started messing around with different times, different durations. At first I did way too much. I did, I think, 8 hours and then 8 hours or something crazy like that. And there was algae everywhere. So I dialed it back down, and now I do about, I don't know, 4 hours. I dialed it all the way back down to like 4 hours here and 4 hours here, thinking that the center would get 8 hours and there wouldn't be an excessive amount of light in the center then. But I've slowly been dialing that back up, and now lights turn on at 9 a.m. and at 2:30, well, I have an alarm, and at 2:30 I just move this whole light fixture over to the other side of the tank, and everything's doing great inside. If you see, plants are doing great, and so this is working. I'm using a tiny little light that's for half the size of this tank, and I just mess with the light durations and move the light back and forth, and it works. So there, this is my little trick for making an undersized light work for a larger tank.